welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a bikini prep Q&A / cardio with the lovely Ashley hosting.
Is this a game show?
Basically, guys, I asked you to ask me your bikini prep questions and I'll answer them in a video, seeing as I am now officially in peak week and it's all coming to an end. And I'm killing two birds with one stone today because I've got cardio to do. Cardio is good for the heart, so let's do some cardio, mate. So Ashley is going to set a 20-minute timer and she's going to go through as many questions as possible and ask them for me while I do my cardio. If you enjoy this video, guys, make sure you leave a like, comment down below a bike, and I will leave the link to this bike in the description for anyone that wants to, know what bike I'm using.
So how has your training changed from before prep to during prep, especially as calories got much lower?
Before prep, I was eating a lot more calories. I was eating in a surplus to try and gain muscle. So with the extra calories, I was lifting heavier. So we actually did more rep ranges, like in the 6 to 8. We mixed it. We still did the hypertrophy rep range between like 8 to 12 reps, but we did have a lot more strength training in there as well, between like 6 to 8 reps, just chucked in there. So that's kind of how it changed. Also, we was doing more like back and biceps, push-pull leg split we was doing. And then as calories dropped, we started focusing more on single body parts. So now I'm basically doing I've been doing like a bro split, if that makes sense. So I've been doing like chest one day, back one day, arms and abs is one day, and then legs, glutes. So yeah, like, and shoulders. So we've split it like that. So all of the reps are like 10 to 12 reps. So not really for strength, more hypertrophy. So that's kind of how it's changed. And I've seen a lot of people actually ask about sharing my training. At the minute, the reason why I haven't been taking the camera in the gym and filming my training is because I literally have only a couple of hours to go train and get my posing done and that. And when I film a workout, it drags the session on so much more and I just need to focus. So that's why I haven't done the training, but I do actually have a whole playlist called exercises, and I even put in my what I eat in a day videos where I take you guys to the gym and show you through my workout, and I've got loads of workouts on there. I've got my arm workouts on there, back, legs. I've actually got a lot of workouts on there, so go check that out because I've seen a lot of people asking me for that, so yeah. What's funny is that because that's a long-winded way of answering my...
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. Were you able to maintain your weights lifted?
Yeah, I haven't lost strength. In the beginning of prep, actually, up until like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I actually did gain a little bit of strength. So yeah, I still was getting stronger, but at the minute it's stalled. It's not gone lower, it's just stalled.
Do you track mustard and plain black coffee for daily calories?
I definitely track mustard. Mustard has still got calories in that. I don't drink plain black coffee, but if I was to have a plain black coffee with like no milk, no sweetener, then no, I probably wouldn't. That's like 2 calories.
Did you poop less with less calories?
Actually, I did, and I noticed when I actually first started going into a calorie deficit, and this was the same when I first started losing weight as well. Like, I think just the drastic change in like just eating less and stuff, I got a little bit constipated. But that has actually sorted itself out now. Just eat a lot of fibre, make sure you're eating low calorie, high volume, high fibre foods, like lots of green leafy vegetables.
I saw you ate 1,500-1,800 calories during your first attempt to weight loss. How different do you feel now during prep to eat 1,500 calories as opposed to when you did it 2 years ago?
So when I first started losing weight, I was actually on 1,800 calories. I only went to 1,500 calories for a couple of months, right towards like near enough the end of my weight loss. And then it had to get increased again up to 1,800. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. On 1,500 calories now, I'm a lot more hungry because my energy expenditure is actually a lot more because I exercise a lot more and I have a bit more muscle. But then again, I was bigger then. But I feel like when you get to a lower body fat, your body sends more hunger signals. Whereas when I was bigger, I had body fat, so my body wasn't like panicking a little bit, So I do feel a lot more hungry, a lot more tired. But I think that's more just because of the body fat as well, as opposed to just the calories.
Because what are some of what are some posture tips you've learned from the posing class? I'm curious about how that has affected how you carry yourself and walk in your everyday life. Any tips from that? And perhaps could you say a bit about the bikini prep has affected how you see yourself now? I guess what I'm getting at here is I hear some folks struggle to feel slim and fit despite despite losing weight. And so I'm wondering if you notice any internal changes there. You have done amazing work and you look lovely.
Right, well, thank you so much. The posture tips, I would say, I've learned, well, shoulders back, keep your head up, and, you know, if you keep stick your chest out, you look more confident. It's all about an illusion. You've got to twist and contort your body in unnatural ways to make your waist look smaller. So what they're looking for is like a body like this, big at the top, like an X, basically, an X frame. So you have to arch your back and twist and suck in and, yeah, just make it look like that, basically. And you wouldn't want to walk around like that all the time. It'd be very uncomfortable, so I don't do that. But for pictures and that, it's helped. How bikini prep has affected the way I see myself now? I mean, I still see myself the same. What did he say he was getting at? Because I'm just confused, to be honest.
It's basically if you've noticed any internal changes there.
Any internal changes during my bikini prep? I would just say I already proved to myself that I was determined and could do anything I put my mind to by losing weight in the beginning anyway, like losing my initial 120 pounds. But it's just showed me that I can actually push myself more out of my comfort zone and that I can do things that are so scary to me. Like, I would never have dreamed that I would be going on a stage in a bikini, and there was just no way I would ever think that, even after losing the weight. I'm capable of a lot more than what I've given myself credit for, and I feel like if I can do this, I could do anything.
You look fabulous. Which body part has amazed you the most with your transformation? Did you always believe you could achieve this level of change, or have you doubted your body's ability to look this good?
When I decided to lose weight, I never thought I would build muscle and change my body in such a massive way. I just wanted to be less overweight, basically. So yeah, my most shocking body part for me, I was surprised, was my arms, because they were like the body part that I hated the most. I was so self-conscious to show them. I wouldn't wear vests and all that stuff, and I always get complimented on my arms, and I love my arms now. And I just didn't know that these arms were underneath all of that, and it just goes to show you don't know what you look like underneath all of that. You know what I mean? That's another thing I learned about bikini prep, is like I get to see what I look like underneath all of the layers, like, because I can basically see like all of my veins, all my muscles, like the separations. So that's what I look like underneath that, if that makes sense. I think it's really cool. I just find it really fascinating. But yeah.
Has prep been as hard as you thought it would be, or easier than what people may have told you?
I mean, some parts have been easier, but it's not because of what people told me. So I thought the hardest part of prep would be being hungry, and people like Iona from Chicago Transformations, I have a few people at the gym who compete as well, have told me that it's more the mental side and the lack of sleep and lack of energy. And I kind of thought, oh no, it'll be the hunger, because I love my food. Maybe it's different for me, but no. The hunger, you get used to the hunger. It's when you first start into prep, the hunger is the hardest bit. But I've noticed that is nothing. Like, you get used to it, you can deal with it, but it is like the lack of energy, the tiredness, waking up, not being able to sleep, the insomnia. I think it's more like the mental side, like doubting yourself a lot. And like, you've got to really have such a strong mindset to do this. I feel like that's one thing like I didn't realise, but I'm glad I'm glad. I think I do have a really strong mindset. I think I've actually done really well. But even for me, with someone who I think I've got quite a really strong mindset, I've even struggled at times. So yeah, but I would say the dieting side, I don't find it that hard. The dieting, like that, actually sticking to it and stuff, because I've been, for the majority of this time, I've been eating foods I enjoy anyway. It's only these last couple of weeks where it's getting harder, where I've got to eat similar foods and I've cut out a little bit, like cut out the sweeteners and stuff.
But I feel like, because obviously you lost like loads of weight before,
yeah,
a lot of other bikini the people that do competition, they probably haven't had to lose
Yeah.
so much weight, so that's a struggle for them.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I mean. I've done it before, and I knew I could do it again.
Exactly.
And I think it's the mental side of that as well. Knowing that I've already lost 120 pounds. Not a lot of people do that.
Exactly.
What's an extra 20 pounds? I know it's a bit harder because obviously you're getting very lean, but I think it is a mental thing.
Yeah, definitely. What body regime do you have to do in order to be compete ready?
Competition ready, maybe.
Oh, competition.
So what regime? So you've got to do skin prep, exfoliate, and moisturise, and all that. You've got to make sure you're stripped of all your body fat, mate. So yeah, I said make sure you're shaved, get your hair done, your makeup done, your nails, jewellery, bikini.
Have you had any moments where you went off your diet during competition prep?
No, that's one thing I'm actually really proud of myself. I haven't put anything to this mouth. That is not. But then again, I've not got foods that I can't have and I can have throughout this whole prep. It's just been calories, macros. But no, I haven't missed a day of hitting my macros, and I haven't missed a day of going over my calories, and I haven't skipped the gym I haven't skipped a training session. Not even from being tired. Like this whole 12 weeks, I have literally just stuck onto it. So that's something I to be proud of, I guess.
Exactly. It says, what's the best and worst thing you experienced during this prep for your competition?
The best thing.
And worst.
The worst thing has just been the sacrifices I've had to make. By that I mean family time. Yeah, I've missed out on quite a lot. Birthdays, family parties. And that's not because I decided not to go, but that was more because I was going to a posing lesson, but then get invited out for meals a lot, which I just don't want to put myself in that position. Not having a lot of energy and just my time being so consumed with posing, workouts, making sure I'm getting all my steps in, making my meals and all that stuff, that I feel like it's just consuming not just my physical time, but just my mental time and mental energy as well. And I'm not able to be fully present with everyone else, my family, with Ashley, with just everyone. So it is a massive sacrifice, and it is actually really selfish. It's a really selfish thing to do. And then the best thing is the discipline that it makes you grow. I've considered myself a disciplined person anyway, but this is definitely growing my discipline and my mental strength. That's it as well. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone. I just feel like I'm growing stronger, mentally, physically.
I think it's going to give you more confidence as
Yeah,
well.
definitely more confidence. It's giving me more confidence driving as well, because it forced me to drive.
I wasn't talking about driving, but yeah.
But yeah, it's even with socialising with people and stuff, I feel like I'm a lot more confident. With posing, I'm a lot more confident. I do feel a lot more confident myself as well. So,
how has your toned and lean physique impacted / improved your relationship with your kids and your hobby? And then she goes, you are an inspiration.
My toned and lean physique hasn't impacted my relationship at all with my kids. If you're saying toned and lean, just the way it looks, it's not changed anything, I don't think. If you're talking about more my health, that's when it's made a difference. So not really to do with bikini prep, to be honest. My health, improving my health, losing my weight, beating obesity, improved my relationship massively because I'm a happier person. Same with my relationship with my kids. Not a relationship with my kids, but just being a better mum. I'm a happier, more patient, able to actually play with them, go out for walks, and show them a positive role model, being healthy, exercising. My kids like to, try and exercise with me when I was trying to get down on the floor, do push-ups.
Yeah.
Caden was asking me if he can come to the gym. And then relationship-wise, obviously, I feel a lot more confident as well. So I'm happier and I'm more secure in myself. When I was big, I was a lot more insecure, and that put a lot of pressure on the relationship, which obviously when you feel good in yourself and you're confident, you've got good self-esteem, you're not relying on your partner so much for just validation.
What are your current macros and how did they change through your process?
At the minute, we are 7 days out. My macros are, I'm currently on 135 grams of protein, 113 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, but it's going to change. On Monday, I am going up to, I think, a lot higher carb, lower fat, maybe protein staying the same. We're starting to carb load, so that's changing over peak week, is with front loading carbs. Before I started bikini prep, when we was building muscle, I was on very high carb. To get more into a calorie deficit, the carbs was going down. We kept fats and protein relatively the same, so that's kind of how it's changed. I always make sure we get like a gram of protein per pound of body weight, basically. So we've stuck around 140 to 150 grams of protein, basically. But the protein's just dropped for these 2 days as part of our peak week plan. But yeah.
Are you worried about how you will feel when you start putting weight on to get back to your pre-prep weight?
Yeah. It's something that I'm very, very aware of. I know it's an issue. I'm glad that there's so many people that speak about it, about like weight gain and the struggles of like gaining weight after bikini prep, because at least I can be more mentally prepared. I would rather be a lot more mentally prepared and worried about it than not having any idea, going into it blind, coming out and then gaining weight really quickly and just feeling bad about myself, getting body dysmorphia and all that stuff. So I'm very aware, and it is something that I'm worried about. Like, I know that being this lean isn't healthy and sustainable. I don't want to feel like this all the time. I don't want to be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning wide awake and not being able to go back to sleep. I don't want to be feeling snappy. You already know I'm snappy. I don't even feel hungry anymore. Like, I mean, I do, but it's just like a constant state. I don't have the best energy strain. I'm not having fun in my training sessions. Like, I know that is not, all of them feelings is not worth just looking shredded, right? So for me, I need to remember that. But I do know that it can be hard mentally when you see yourself very lean and you look good. So I know it can be hard to see yourself gaining body fat. I know that, but I just have to keep reminding myself that a bit of body fat is healthier, right? And also, who actually cares about being, like, I feel like stage lean is just for stage, innit? Like, that's where it looks good, it is cool, you know what I mean? But you don't want to be walking around like that all the time, and who really cares? Like, you know what I mean? I think it's the most important thing is to be happy and healthy. So that's what I will tell myself when I come out of show. Yeah, and I don't want to be cold all the time. Yeah, when I come out of the show, I don't want to gain my body fat like crazy. I don't want to like go back to what I was before prep in like a week, because I do think that'll be hard mentally. Gradually increase my body fat until a place where I feel comfortable. I probably want to stay fairly lean for summer, not this lean obviously, healthy lean where I feel good in myself and I have enough energy to train. And then over the winter I might like start adding in, going into like a small bulk, try and really focus on building more muscle. That's my plan. If I didn't answer your question and you really want me to answer it, comment it down below and I will reply to your comment and answer it as much as I can. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed our little cardio session. I'm very thirsty, I need to have my drinkers over there. Comment down below a bike and a bikini. Let me know if you found this bikini prep Q&A helpful. Just to be standing up there with all of the other amazing athletes, looking amazing, and just as long as like I fit in, that's all I want, you know. One worry I've had is that I just will stand out like a sore thumb and look like maybe that's one thing that's mentally is like looking like the fat one, even though I know I'm not fat. But you know what I mean? I feel like maybe that's just because I felt like that my whole life. So I just, if I can stand up there and not look like the worst one there, then I know that sounds silly, but that's kind of the negative thoughts that I've had is that. But anyway guys, that's the end of today's video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Go on, Ashley, say bye.
See you later.
Subscribe.